What's good, YouTube? Today we're going to talk about Juice WRLD's first album, Goodbye Good Riddance. This album does so many things well, y'all. I mean, I really love this album. I've loved it for a long time. Pretty genre defining in terms of, what was popular at rap in the time and what Juice WRLD brought to it that was new and different. And he did this at a really young age, like I think just out of high school or maybe a few years out of high school when this all took off. So let's just start with the song run through first, like we always do. So we got an intro, we got a skit, basically some girl that's kind of calling this dude, and she's basically like, look, man, don't ever call me again. Like, I told you not to call me, stop calling me. I don't like you. Like, stop, don't come at me or whatever. And that's the intro. Then we probably go on one of the most insane song runs on an album I think I've ever heard in my life. Like, just listen to this in order. All Girls Are the Same, which was a huge hit. Lucid Dreams, huge hit. Wasted with Lil Uzi Vert. Armed and Dangerous. Black and White. Lean With Me. Yeah, we'll stop there to be conservative with it. We'll stop at Lean With Me. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 huge songs right off the bat to start this album off. It's crazy, man. So All Girls Are the Same, got the perfect song. It's an 808 with Nick Mira. It's awesome. There's an Omnisphere beat on it. Cool sample, really sick vibe. Lucid Dreams, viral hit, topped the Billboard. So many memes were around this time about this song. Really catchy chorus. They perfected the guitar beat and got sued over it, which was a huge other controversy, but it really brought like the kind of heartbroken trap and rap feel to the genre, which was really different and defining. Then we get Wasted, man. The Uzi feature goes crazy. Some people think Juice's verse after the Uzi feature, so the third verse, is unnecessary, but I still think it's a good verse. And I don't think it hurts the song in any way or makes it any less as good. Having another Juice verse, thought it was awesome. Uzi brings out a rock star feel to it. And at first, this seems completely random on the album. Like, it really feels like Uzi just went rock star mode for no reason. And he probably did. But it almost but Juice WRLD has a song later in the album where he's also doing like the same rock star effect. I doubt they planned that out, but it was kind of cool because it shows like a continuity, where it's not just Uzi being a random rock star on the album. Like, it actually comes up again. So it was cool for the blend of the album, I guess. Armed and Dangerous, the first song that he made that proved to people he could, you could get hyped to. People went crazy for this. Still a banger to this day. Catchy chorus. People really loved it. They messed with it. So really good music video too. Then we go to Black and White, which is my favorite song on the album. In my opinion, one of, if not the best chorus on the album. Video's really cool. Really talks about his drug addiction, whatever. It's a common theme in all of his songs, but it's really catchy. It's awesome. Lean With Me, continuing the drug addiction rap. He's got another guitar that comes back. Beats very heavy. We got the catchy Juice chorus, and yeah, up to this point, these are all bangers, right? They're all produced really well, and so there's almost this stigma of like the first half of Goodbye Good Riddance is really good, and the second half is like awful. Completely not true, okay? After Lean With Me, we get I'll Be Fine. The second half of this album's like actually underrated, which is crazy to think about a Juice WRLD album being underrated. But I'm telling you, man, this second half of Goodbye Good Riddance, probably the most underrated project Juice has ever put out or will put out, because he has such a big fan base now. This was at a time when the fan base was much smaller. So I'll Be Fine, really catchy, fast paced. I'm gonna say really catchy a lot because all of his songs were really catchy. Cool deliveries, cool lines, changes it up in the second verse. Nice transition to the second chorus. Used To, he changes the sound of his voice. This is the rock star feel I was talking about. He almost resembles Uzi's rock star part. You kind of hear that on Used To. Then he does go back to his normal voice and goes back to the rock star voice. So this is where the biggest issue is on the album for me, is where we start hearing like mixing issues. I don't know if this song was made before he blew up, over Lucid Dreams and all that, but it does sound like the mixing is, it's rough, man. The mixing's rough. There's some tuning issues. I feel like Juice WRLD isn't singing in the right key sometimes. But at the same time, it's a strong chorus. It's relatable for a lot of people, and it almost adds to the fact that the song's like basically out of tune. Just because the song's not perfectly in tune does not mean it's a bad song. Used To is a really good song. Y'all should check it out for sure. Then we go to Candles, one of my favorite songs on the second half of this album. Really upbeat, crisp 808, catchy chorus. I mean, there's funny lyrics about Jerry Springer in there. There's funny lyrics about him in a car that are hilarious. Second verse, he goes crazy, and of course, more drug rap, huge theme. Then we get to Scared of Love. This is probably my second favorite chorus on the album, besides, Black and White. Got a Caribbean 808 feel to it. There's more mixing issues on Scared of Love, but this one is a lot easier to overlook than the other one. There's a lot of high singing, dragged out vowels and words. Sounds really good. It's a bit calmer, jumps back in, and the second verse really completes the song. So, Scared of Love, man, it's awesome. Hurt Me, another immediately catchy chorus. This one's a lot darker, though. It's a lot less singing. It's more rap-based. More drug rapping, really cool transitions with the verses, though. And yeah, it's only one verse, though, so there's no second verse on it. Kind of feels short, because it is. Then we go to I'm Still. He's back to singing now, catchy chorus. There's a hard aspect to it, too. It's really heavy rapping. Nice singing. He's got a good interlude in there. And of course, more heartbreak rapping, more drug rapping, but another good song. And finally, second to last, End of the Road. Another catchy chorus. Like I said, I'm going to say that a lot. This one, you can, again, hear the mixing issues. It sounds more strained, more rap heavy. Shows versatility, though, that he can rap and he can sing. Great bar. Second verse is really solid. He changes the flow towards the very end of the song. Finally, we go to Long Gone. This is the last song on the album, and it's my least favorite song on the album. The mix sounds the same as End of the Road, so there's no really difference between End of the Road and Long Gone in terms of the mix. Probably the weakest chorus, in my opinion, at least the least catchy, maybe the only miss in terms of the chorus. That being said, there's a really nice beat with really nice 808. It's not a bad song at all, although it is my least favorite. And then the second verse is really nice, and it sounds really kind of relaxed, really light, like he's kind of just vibing at that point. Then we get to two more skits. So we get to Betrayal. The guy calls her again, and she's like, "Why are you calling me?" It's basically the exact same thing that happens in the first skit. She tells him to stop calling him. Then we get the Karma skit. And this was the one where she's like trying to, call him, and she's apologizing, and she's mad that he won't take him back. So it's karma, it's the opposite. And she wants to talk to him, but now he doesn't let her, and he's moved on, and now she's in the past. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much it. 17 songs, I believe, 3 skits, and it's about 47 minutes long. So now let's get to the review part. First of all, the album's really streamlined because, it is. It feels really short, and it flows really smoothly, and kind of keeps a fast pace because it is fast-paced. Each song is really predictable. None of it's meant to be kind of huge, mind-boggling, skits or concepts or whatever. It's just chorus, verse, chorus, pretty much repeated, and altered a bit to add on the Uzi feature, and that's pretty much it. It's a pretty set in stone structure. That being said, the first half of the album is 10 out of 10, completely god tier. I mean, the first 6 songs are huge hits. I know they're all gold. I know 3 of them are platinum. Huge hits, man, huge hits. So people think that it tends to die down towards the end. It doesn't at all. Like I said, I like every single song on the second half except for the very last one, which is Long Gone. That's the only kind of weak one I feel like there is. So yeah, man. So listening to the first time, I remember the biggest issue I had were the skits, and the skits aren't as bad as I remember them being. They're definitely weak though. They're kind of basic, like the whole, "Oh, stop calling me," and then at the end, "Oh, I want you back though, but you're not gonna let me get you back," and whatever. It sounds very basic, but the biggest issue I have with the skits is the fact that there's 2 back-to-back at the end. You don't even need the second one. The second to last skit, I feel like he could have deleted completely, and he could have just had the first skit and then the last skit to show the growth. Or maybe he moves the second to last one in the middle of the album instead of back to back, because again, the second to last skit, not necessary, or maybe move it to the middle. The other big thing, the huge thing I have with this album is the mixing on the second half is so rough at points. Used To is such a good song, and it's mixed really badly. Y'all can listen to it to hear what I'm talking about, but it's sad because Up to Lean With Me, those are huge hits, everyone loves those, and then no one really talks about I'll Be Fine to Long Gone, so that's kind of sad. Yeah, man, that's pretty much what I have to say about the second half. Obviously, I didn't like Long Gone. If I had to point a miss on the whole album, I pointed out Long Gone, which I still don't think is a complete miss. I just don't like it as much as the other songs. And there are so many good songs on this album, though, for sure. So A lot of good parts to talk about. The stuff that Juice does well, he does really well. This is his debut album too, which is crazy. So many good hits. I know obviously a lot of the album was put out as singles and then thrown onto the album, so I get that. But you know, still an amazing album. I'm gonna rate this a 9.5. Main issues being the mixing and the skits. I mean, Juice goes crazy on this, man. This is like this is the Juice World album. Like if you're gonna listen to a Juice World album for the first time, it needs to be this one. This one's amazing. Everyone should check it out. And yeah, man, that's all I got for this reaction. Thank y'all for watching. If y'all made it this far, please like and subscribe. It helps me out so much. And yeah, man, thank y'all for watching. Peace out.